Hi, Andrea Wingrave here, registered acupuncturist, owner of Thrive Acupuncture Clinic, located in the West End of Edmonton. Let's talk migraines. So if you're new to migraines, you've been newly diagnosed, perhaps you've never had them before, you're probably trying to look into what is triggering your migraines. So there's a few different areas you can look at in your life. Number one is diet. So often people find that that is a huge trigger for them. So likely it can be red wine, caffeine, sugar, aspartame, processed meats can be a trigger, cheese even. So it's a really good idea to start with just eating very clean, very simple food, very plain food to start with, then add things back in and take a look at what could be the trigger for you. Everybody is different, so get the people in your family on board helping you out. And maybe even journaling will help you kind of keep track, because often it can be a bit of a delay between when you eat it and when you have your migraines. So I think that's worth investigating as a trigger for your migraines. Another area is lifestyle. So are you getting enough sleep? This can be a trigger for migraines. Adults need about 8 to 9 hours per night of sleep to be healthy. So definitely do yourself a favor and get that amount of sleep regularly. Take a look also the stress and anxiety in your life. That can be a trigger for migraines. So offloading some things that you just can't manage, asking for help, getting the rest you need is all really important to keep migraines at bay. Another thing is exercise. Now that might be just a really obvious one for you, and you can see that right away that that type of activity causes migraines, so you just simply have to avoid that. Another thing is weather, pressure changes, that kind of thing can cause migraines. So if you live in a place like Alberta, you know the storms coming through can be quite triggering for migraines. Another thing is loud noises or strong smells. Those can be triggers as well. So just taking note of that is something that causes migraines for you. Now, some of these triggers can be avoided and some just can't. If you live here, you're not going to move away. You are finding the change of season, this season, fall in particular, fall, winter, can be quite terrible for migraine sufferers. So if you're finding you just can't avoid these triggers, then acupuncture may be a good choice for you. So if you're noticing the medication or whatever you're using to manage the migraines just isn't working, or you're not really enjoying the side effects that come along with that, give acupuncture a try. There really isn't anything to lose. It really doesn't have any side effects if done by a competent practitioner, just perhaps a small bruise or something like that. So there really isn't any downside to try acupuncture. And often my patients tell me they wish they had done it sooner. Often acupuncture is the last resort for people, and that's really a shame because it really is effective and people are noticing. So the frequency of attacks are mitigated, but also the duration between attacks and the severity of the migraine attack is much lower. Many people just notice the migraines aren't happening anymore with regular treatment. So give yourself a few treatments to decide whether or not it's working for you, and get started right away. You can book in online with my website, thriveacupuncture.ca. And if you know somebody with migraines who might find this helpful, please forward this on to them as well. And I look forward to meeting you soon. Take care.